Hi there and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I'm Byron. And we are in the Brotherhood of Steel.
Did you want to try isolating the virus? Alright, I'll monitor...
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Did you want to try isolating the virus?
Not right now. I want to ask you a few questions.
I suppose.
About the virus.
Yes, did you have an idea that might help us?
Can the virus's files be partitioned so read access is only provided by the kernel administrator?
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
What do I need to do?
You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible, but the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing.
I'll give it a try then.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Okay, so let's see. This is actually rather tricky. You're in the fucking way. Okay, so we start here.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to.
Apparently not here. Apparently not here. 2, 3. 4.
10 seconds.
5. 6. 7. Okay, it's the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Partition confirmed. So we got 1.
10 seconds.
1. 2. 3.
'Damn, it's jumped. 10 seconds.
'Kay.
Hello, outsider.
Oh, worked
Damn,
it.
it's jumped. I thought we might.
Okay. Not quickly enough.
10 seconds.
Okay, now I need to find the last one. And that's it.
That's it. We got it. The virus has been purged. Hello, outsider.
That actually was a stupid thing.
You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
How do I get access to more topics in the data store?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
So, anyway, that was successful, but yeah. It's a bitch to get those 3 computers. Apparently we have bunker information. Project goals, Hidden Valley. The goal of the Hidden Valley project is to create a self-sustaining shelter for high-ranking VIPs that can serve as a command structure in times of crisis. The bunker itself is located several hundred feet below the surface. Multiple layers of reinforced material serve to prevent a breach of the inhabitable area by anything save for a direct hit by a bunker-busting weapon utilizing a mega-tonnage considered outside the capability of America's closest competitors. In the event that our enemies became capable of such an attack, the bunker dervish camouflaging system makes targeting the site impossible for automated systems, forcing aggressors to rely on guesswork and sheer luck. The Hidden Valley bunker relies on 2 main systems. The Candle fusion power system provides power to all bunker systems. Built more for reliability and duration of service, the power output of the system has been exceeded by many current designs, but it can supply the bunker with power for an estimate of 752 years. The Dervish camouflage system provides visual and electronic interference to prevent airborne or long-range enemy weapons from targeting the bunker. The normal soil around Hidden Valley has been supplemented with a combination of aluminium and various silicates, which are then dispersed using a widespread network of industrial fans to blanket the area in a cloud of what is essentially chaff. Combined with the electronic countermeasures of the nearby array at Black Mountain, the bunker at Hidden Valley is effectively impossible to target. Great. But the good news is we can use the data store now that we have dealt with the virus. And it's time to talk to the head honcho. You're still here? Yes, you are. That would be him. Elder McNamara. Veronica, would you be so kind?
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time. What's up?
Apparently that didn't work, eh?
My favorite subject.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Is this supposed to be an old character? Because his face looks like that of a young man. I will help you.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, Teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I already found a couple of your patrols. The paladins were all dead.
That is unfortunate. As long as there is a chance to find the remaining patrol, however, I must still ask you to try.
Surely you have people better suited to look for them than me.
The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago. It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation.
I'll begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you. Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
So we need to go red. Where do we need to go? Nellis AFB. Oh, okay. I found 2 of the patrols. All of the paladins were dead. Okay, already had
Found
that.
the missing patrols?
I was hoping to speak to you about other matters.
I can spare a little time. What did you want to talk about?
Tell me about the lockdown.
It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them. And we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all.
How do you get supplies?
We have some personnel that are allowed to travel on the surface. They trade for what we need and occasionally drop off what they acquire. We make sure that they only enter or leave the bunker while the sandstorm is active, to avoid detection.
What is with that crazy sandstorm on the surface?
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe.
Okay.
Bye.
By yourself. What do we have here?
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
What now?
I'm not giving up. He wants evidence, but he'll never go looking for it. He's scared I'm right. He'll never listen unless I hold the proof right in front of his face.
What could we bring to him that would change his mind?
I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea.
Father Elijah?
Our elder before McNamara. He had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
You think the elder will listen at all?
He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it.
So what is it you're trying to accomplish?
That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're going to survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members.
How would you propose to do that?
Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide.
Let's head out.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
So, let's see. What else do we have? Ooh, we could steal a super sledge. It's heavy. And a plasma rifle, and a plasma pistol, and power armor. And a power helmet. Apparently, I need to give you stuff, I'm sorry.
Ooh, got something good for me?
Actually, let's take a look first. I can't equip that.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Still not in perfect condition. So we repair you with that. Now it's in perfect condition and you get that helmet too.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Don't complain, you want it. And a super sledge, right? Apparently it's not better than the pushy.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
69. 61. What if it was repaired? Maybe then. Anyway. I'm afraid the helmet doesn't quite match the power armor, but still. So we have new quests. Let's take a look. Okay, and find the missing Brotherhood patrol at Nellis Air Force Base. Okay, this is the only one that's still missing, apparently. Wait. We start with that. Am I hungry? 218. Yes, actually I am hungry. Do I have anything to eat? Not quite. One place. Okay. Hunger sickness. That's odd. You are no longer hungry.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Sure, go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
What about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
Have you tried bringing this up with the Elder yourself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
And I suppose you'd nominate yourself?
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
How do you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it.
Not
and if
anymore.
McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
So the thing is...
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
What? You want something? Come and get me.
Veronica.
Sorry about that. Just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk to the security guy first. He is...
How may I assist you?
Actually, let's go and see a man about a horse. Can I get stuff?
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
Anything I can help you with?
If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is one short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. I can't delay my report to him any longer.
I could look around for that pistol.
If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do. Have you found it?
Sorry, I haven't found it
Then
yet.
we have nothing further to talk about.
Oh, fuck. Show me what you have for sale.
Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
So, anything I could sell you? No. She doesn't buy her own laser pistols back. What do you have? First of all, I want those. Thank you. Ballistic fist. That's quite expensive, if I may say so.
Thanks. Later.
Later, she says. Okay, let's see.
Rangers, this is the chief. I know I can ramble on sometimes, but I need you to listen close for the next minute or so. I've got some bad news. I messed up. Made a mistake. I thought I could help us get out of here, but it didn't work out. Rangers get injured all the time. It's part of the job. But if you lose a few fingers, get a bad break, that's it. You step down. We rely on each other too much to let our infirmities become a liability. A ranger knows when it's time. Only I didn't. Somewhere along the way, something broke inside me. I couldn't find us a way out of this desert. I wrestled with it, and it took me down a dark road. I wish I could explain it to you. The old chief finally had a loss for words. Send me all the Legion you can. I'll be waiting for them.
Paladin, Hughes and Fairbanks, I need you two to head north to the nearby communications array and look for the components mentioned in the briefing. The mutants there have been reasonable in the past and may prove helpful. This is Veronica's password to a comm station she used to communicate with Father Elijah, former elder of the Brotherhood of Steel. Night Horrors in Hidden Valley wants me to find a laser pistol that's gone missing. The first thing to do is speak with the paladin in charge of the firing range to see if he remembers who was using it. That would be you.
Hey.
Hey yourself.
Welcome to the range. Feel free to use any open lane.
Do you know anything about the weapon that's gone missing?
Torres must be getting desperate if she's accepting help on this one. I'll tell you what I told her. My records show that Initiate Stanton was the last to check it out, but checked it back in a day later. Bye.
Initiate Stanton. Where the fuck is Initiate Stanton? Shall we initiate a Stanton? Who are you? It's not a. It's an initiator. It means it's not a guy in heavy power armor. Do you have anything to say? Where was the medic? Medic! Hi.
Yes, can I help you?
Put that gun away. You are the last one to check out the missing laser pistol, right?
Oh, man. I told Watkins this wasn't going to work. Look, Watkins and I snuck out one day. She said it'd be a training exercise. Said she heard from a guy on one of the patrols that there was a gulch just southeast of here with scorpions in it, and that we had to check it out. There were scorpions out there, all right. We started using them for target practice, but before we knew it, the damn things were all around us. So we made a run for it, and in all the commotion, I dropped my pistol. Watkins keeps urging me to go back and get it, but that's not going to happen. You can go outside, though, can't you? You can return the pistol to Torres and clear this whole thing up for me.
Why do the records show that the gun was turned back in?
Oh, I sort of altered the records after we got back. That was Watkins' idea, too. That girl is nothing but trouble. Still, I haven't been exiled yet, or worse, assigned to latrine cleaning duty. But I will if you don't help me find that gun.
Can't you just get another laser pistol?
No. Weapon checking protocol includes verifying the serial number of the weapon, so a different gun would be noticed. Plus, having a new gun suddenly show up would immediately point to you, being the only outsider around here and all. No, the only way I have out of this is if you help me find that gun. You'll help me, right?
Fine, I'll find that gun for you.
Great. When you find it, just turn it into Torres and I'll be in the clear.
Okay, where was the medic? Here she is. Do you have anything to add?
Hello. Can I help you with something?
No. She doesn't have anything to say about politics. So, do we have a quest or what? It's not a real quest, right? Scorpion Gulch. to the southward east. Did he say southeast? Don't quite remember. Let's check that. We have our trusty gun. I do wonder what I would repair it with. I hope it gets repaired with a regular revolver. 357 Magnum, that would be amazing. South, what? East would be here. You coming? Yes. There is something there, I see it. Oh, dang it. I guess we'll be taking a look at that in the next video. So, thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.